As part of our Safely Back to School project, we've been covering stories all week to help you empower you to make informed decisions about the upcoming school year.
So today, SHAUN Gallagher is looking at how going back to school may not look the same for all students as this pandemic highlights the inequities presented in education.
Although summer is nearly over, administrators with Milwaukee Public Schools haven't had a break. They've been working throughout the summer to make sure their students don't fall any further behind.
I'm actually excited about it.
Antoine Edwards is going into the 8th grade. He can't wait to go back to school, but he's hoping it doesn't look like the end of last year.
I couldn't really do no work because my Chromebook was down, but I did some work on my siblings' computers.
Antoine's mother passed away in March, so he and his 4 siblings stay with his grandmother, where they struggled to have reliable internet and devices for everyone.
It was a chaos because a lot of things we had to get used to and get ourselves prepared for.
40 minutes north at Random Lake schools, it's a different story.
Pretty much was a light switch.
Superintendent Michael Trimberger says they had everything they needed to go virtual, so they didn't miss a beat in the spring. Over 90% virtual attendance and close to 20,000 documents submitted. But Trimberger's the first to admit his school is 1/100th the size of MPS, and he knows the inequities that exist make it easier for his school.
I think the bigger districts are big ocean liners, and it's hard to turn an ocean liner. There's just so many things to change direction. We're a speedboat, and if we have everybody on our boat headed in the same direction and everybody kind of rowing the same way, we can turn a little bit quicker.
When comparing how much each school spends per child, MPS actually outspends Random Lake by about $500 per year. But systemic issues show the heart of the issue. Random Lake's median household income is 64% higher, and the poverty rate in Milwaukee is 3.5 times higher.
That's something that keeps me up at night as well. How do we meet the needs of our families and our students?
MPS Superintendent Keith Posley says roughly 20,000 students don't have reliable internet in the district. To put that in perspective, Random Lake helped 31 kids get internet. But at the start of this year, every single MPS student will have a device and internet access, thanks to the MPS Foundation.
It's a daily necessity. It's no different than the water utility, no different than gas, no different than heat and air. You know, it must be the lifeblood for our students. They've got to have internet connection.
But accessibility isn't the only issue facing students. As one of the half-dozen kids in his grandmom's house, Antoine has trouble finding a place to learn.
So many of us, and like everybody always fighting over something. Like it don't even matter. They'll fight over something that's so little.
If he was there, he'd be more focused and more tuned in on the school because he's used to going there.
But Superintendent Posley says Milwaukee Public Schools will have options for families to get face-to-face learning with hotlines, learning labs, and other locations throughout the city.
I will be the first to say that face-to-face instruction is paramount. You just can't replace face-to-face instruction. But also, we are working to make sure that there's no learning gaps and to bridge those gaps and finding all other avenues to do just that.
Welcome Week starts Monday, where the district will be handing out Wi-Fi hotspots, devices, textbooks, and more. For more information on how to get involved, you can head to tmj4.com/rebound and click on the Keeping You Safe tab. In Milwaukee, SHAUN Gallagher, TMJ4 News.